Hi, everyone. Welcome to KREM 2 News at Noon. It is good to see you. I'm Laura Papetti. I guess it's so cold I almost forgot how to talk, Thomas, because it feels like your hands, your mouth, everything stops working when you head outside. So we're going to check in with meteorologist Thomas Patrick. We are in the thick of winter weather. So what does it look like for the rest of today and the week?
Yeah, let me put it this way. This has been our coldest weather so far this winter, and it's not even close because our cold weather spat we had back in January resulted in a temperature of 13 degrees. It got down to 0 this morning. I saw it hover at around 4 degrees for a little bit, but yeah, that temperature went down to 0 just after sunrise, looks like, because sunrise was 7:03. Looks like it was about 7:15 or 7:30. We ended up bottoming out at that 0 mark in Spokane. That's just not even the worst of it. -6 in Coeur d'Alene. These are temperatures, not just wind chills. And that's only the first of what is going to be 4 straight mornings of incredibly cold weather. Even right now, we have mostly sunny skies, but that's about as good as we're going to get at about 20 degrees, maybe up to about 25 for the afternoon. The snow that's on the ground will prevent it from getting all that warm during the day. And then the clear skies at night just allow those temperatures to absolutely free fall. So we should be around 0 for the next 3 mornings in a row. At the moment, the only cold weather advisories are up in Okanagan and Douglas County. And that's just because the wind through the Okanagan Valley is a little bit stronger in that region of the inland Northwest. Otherwise, thankfully, the wind is not much of a factor. It could be a lot worse if it were any windier. But we are expecting temperatures near 0 degrees all the way through Thursday morning. So coming up, we'll show you the city-by-city breakdown of that cold weather forecast and what to expect through the course of this cold week of February.
All right, my friend, thank you. And as all of us here in the inland Northwest continue to deal with these bitterly cold temperatures, we do have some reminders for you. KREM 2's Brandon T. Jones has some tips on how to prepare both yourself and your home for the dip in temps.
Oh, well, when the temperatures are this low, I can't stress enough, layers are your friend. So think about gloves, mittens, any type of scarf, hat, anything like long sleeves, just to make sure you are dressed for these conditions. Because of course, if you stay out long enough in temperatures this low, that's when it can become dangerous. So with that in mind, and with these frigid temperatures we will have over the next few days, I've got a couple extra reminders for you to just make sure you're staying warm and staying safe. So when you're warming up those cars, always make sure to open your garage. That prevents carbon monoxide poisoning, of course. Another helpful tip, if you do park outside, bring in your snow brush or ice scraper. That creates easy access and speeds things up as you get ready to head out the doors. The next one is a question I've been asking myself this winter: to keep pipes from freezing on an outside wall. These are reminders from the National Weather Service. Let hot and cold water trickle or drip at night from a faucet. Open cabinet doors to allow more heat to get to those uninsulated pipes under a sink or near an outer wall. 3, make sure your heat is left on and set to no lower than 55 degrees. And then 4, if you plan to be away, have someone like a family friend or a family member come check on your house to make sure that heat is remaining on. All of that said, again, the key message is to make sure you're just staying safe and staying warm. And then a couple other quick notes. If you have pets, bring them indoors as well. They're cold if you are cold. And then also keep a warm blanket and some snacks inside of your vehicle as well, just in the event that you break down or are stranded in an area in these cold temperatures. But for now, reporting here in Spokane, Brandon T. Jones, KREM 2 News.
Thanks, Brandon. Nonprofits behind big events like Hoop Fest and Bloomsday are breathing a sigh of relief today. Spokane Mayor Lisa Brown signed an executive order to freeze an increase in event fees, which were set to double this year. Fees for major events all around the city have doubled in cost every year, and some nonprofits were set to pay anywhere from $400 to $90,000 just this year alone.
It's been a challenge for sure. One of our goals is to keep it as cost effective as possible.
We heard loud and clear from our event organizers that they needed some assistance.
These fees go into the city's general fund, which supports different city departments throughout the year. A city spokesperson says the city does plan to make up the lost money by streamlining parade routes and installing permanent infrastructure along those routes, like concrete barriers. The Idaho House voted to send a $50 million parental choice tax credit bill to the Senate, and our news partners over at the Bonner County Daily Bee, they're reporting that the bill would allow parents to get up to $5,000 per K-12 student for school expenses, say like private school tuition. The vote came after more than 2 hours of debate. House members butted heads over which department should be overseeing that program. And North Idaho College has been ranked #1 in Idaho for surgical technology on the College Factual website. Our news partners at the Coeur d'Alene Press reporting that 60 students have graduated from the NIC Surgical Tech program since it began back in 2019. The college works with clinical partners like Kootenai Health so students can complete over 140 surgical cases and other program requirements. The next application period opens in March for accepted students to start in the fall.